Gentlemen, now over the next few videos, we are gonna see what will happen when two engineers and a stripper from San Francisco decide to quit their high-paying six-figure jobs, relocate halfway across the country, give up their belief in God, and swear to never ever get wood by becoming tree worshippers. Now I decided to change the seat of the game to Caroline. Why? Because what's that over there? Introductions are in order. This is Jet Wessler, our handsome protagonist. A balding 36-year-old man who has never touched grass. Now he had a rough childhood, to say the least. Now unfortunately, due to the constant abuse of his hands, he is unable to cook or clean. He has zero eye to hand coordination, meaning he's practically useless in melee combat.
It's sharp as fuck.
Next we have that 7-year-old Samuel Pye. Now unfortunately, he is a bit of an incel who doesn't like cleaning his room. However, he does have a buff in that he is incredibly beautiful, and thus was able to pull our third colonist, Nicole Squid, a 46-year-old runaway dancer. Let's begin. The playthrough begins with us landing somewhere that appears to be Albuquerque, New Mexico. And yeah, with the tree worshippers, the firewood that we were given, we're not gonna use them. Nope. Do not be fooled. The semi-arid outback of New Mexico is a cruel and unforgiving land. For a little colony to survive, everyone must be ready. To Whistler, we assign the rifle. To Samuel, the revolver. But to you, mademoiselle, goes the stabby stab. Just in case. Now, who can stop us? We are the kings of New Mexico. The main challenge of this playthrough is our religion. And we will not stoop to the barbaric level of touching wood. And out here in the desert, solar power shall be our best friend. We begin by constructing a table. In RimWorld, colonists get really upset if they eat without one. Remember, we are dealing with millennials. Any small thing, they get really upset over it. They might get a midlife crisis. So naturally, we build the table out of steel. It's kind of impractical. I have never seen a steel table in my life. But anyway, that's the path we have chosen. We shall dine on cold metal in the name of religion. Let's take a moment to examine our colonists' mood. Across the board, they are uncomfortable and think the environment is ugly. Turns out when you build everything out of steel, you accidentally create a minimum security prison. Apparently that's not the vibe. They're also complaining about unfulfilled recreation, but now is not the time for fun. Remember, we work hard in order to work even harder, but in all seriousness, I do have to build a rec center soon, or else they'll go insane. Due to a sudden boost in morale, Whistler becomes inspired and crafts a masterwork steel dining chair. The chair's engraving depicts a sex bot playing chess with a large group of comedians. You know, for a man incapable of artistic expression, I would say he is proving the haters wrong. It turns out Nicole has been left to handle most of the research, while the two engineers, are left to do most of the manual labor. Hold off, thank it. An intellectual woman of the night becomes our head researcher. A quick survey of the soil shows an average fertility of 76%. We'll plant potatoes, a crop capable of surviving in the most miserable conditions imaginable. Yes, this will be our life. Eating potatoes on cold steel tables. This is depression made manifest. Next, we place down steel barricades and traps for the ops. If all of this does not work, at least we have Rebecca. She will save us. Hopefully. Slowly but surely, research progresses. Huzzah! We've discovered the wonders of solar panels. Of course, we'll need more steel for construction, and so I assign Whistler to the mines. This is our chance to cement our legacy on this barren world. From henceforth, this faction shall be known as the Goon Squad, and the settlement, Goonshack Central. Blessings rain down from Randy himself. An emu has decided to self-tame. However, we don't have any food to feed it at the moment. Therefore, it shall roam free as Randy intended. Upon examining Whistler's mood, I have discovered that someone in the colony has sinned. A tree has been cut down. For this transgression, we have been cursed with our -1 mood buff. Wind turbines have been constructed. We will now harness the power of wind. It is a momentous occasion. The Industrial Revolution is within arm's reach. This room will be our freezer. It will be close to the power supply as well as close to the kitchen. Next to the freezer room is the workstation room. Here there'll be any workstation that requires electricity. A stroke of luck, thanks the heavens. A trader has visited the Goon Squad. We will trade for pemmican. Just because we are tree lovers does not mean we are vegan heretics. Recognize. Food security is a major concern at the moment. We will purchase some herbal medicine and also a recurve bow to replace Nicole's zombie knife. Luckily, she hasn't had the opportunity to use it yet. Given her kind traits, she may be more suitable for ranged combat rather than an intimate, close-quarter combat situation. Let us check on the miners for a second. It seems Whistler is being insulted in the dark by a stripper, because apparently someone is stabbed her in her sleep. Perfectly normal. Between this and the prison-like barracks, Whistler is losing his mind. He decides to hide inside the barracks, claiming they are awful. On a brighter note, the freezer construction is complete. As we end today's playthrough, we leave Nicole hard at work flipping papers. From a stripper to a researcher, we are all proud of you, Nicole. Keep at it.